Artful Stampin, just coming on to do a show, not showing you how to make anything. This is just a bit of a show because at the weekend, so I'm what's this, Monday the 8th, Saturday the 6th of November, I held an all-day junk journal Zoom event and was showing people how to make these cute little journals. Now, the reason I call them a junk journal, they're not strictly like other types of junk journal. Okay, so I'm going to say that off the bat in case you're coming here from a very experienced point of view with junk journaling. The junk I'm using is basically Stampin' Up products that are kind of been in the back of my drawer for a little while and needed using up, or they're stamped images that I just wanted to get used up. Okay, so the strict junk journalers out there will literally use like junk mail, newspaper, old books, all that kind of stuff. So this is very much junk journaling, artful stamping with Ruth style. Okay, so I'll just say that off the bat. The reason why I call it a journal, so I am going to stick with the words junk journal because, you know, for that reason, is journal, because I do like to leave quite a bit of white space in these little books so that whoever will end up with these has got space to either write in them and also stick photographs if they so wish. So it can be used like a prayer journal, it can be used as a diary, an album, a photograph album. Obviously the paper that I've used in some of them I've just used copy paper, like high quality copy paper. So with those ones I can't guarantee that they'd be scrapbooking friendly completely. So yeah, so if you're wanting to create something that's scrapbooking friendly, then make sure you're using acid-free cardstock. Right, the first two I wanted to show you were these ones here. So if you saw what I stamped on Friday night, you may recognise some of the paper. The reason I've had to tie this ribbon, I'm a little bit upset at what has happened with this ribbon. It's quite stiff ribbon, and because I was tying this quite tightly, sadly I've managed to fray it already a little bit, so I'm a little bit upset about that. I should have kept an eye on it really. So here is that lovely paper, and what I did was I used this piece, sorry, this was one great big piece, as a bit of an inspiration for what I wanted to, how I wanted to decorate these. So I'll just do one at a time. And so if you're not into junk journaling, you may find this a little bit tedious because I am just going to go through page by page and show you what I did. Now, and if you are interested, then hopefully you will find this helpful and interesting, and pick up some tips along the way for your pieces. Now, big confession, when I started on Saturday morning, I didn't have the correct measurements completely in my head of the ones that I'd done before, and I accidentally gave somebody the wrong measurement and I cut it wrong myself. And so what we've decided is that we've got two different measurements. So we've got a slimmer journal measurement, or we've got what we're calling the squarer one. All right, and I can't decide which I like best, to be honest. They're both, I think, equally nice. I'm just going to quickly grab up my video so I can see what the comments, what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for popping back on. Hi Louise, Wendy, Vicky, Cindy, Wendy March, lovely to see you. Roberta, Heidi, Glenna, Lorraine. Who else is here? So, okay, so I've just done the Masculine Monday, so I'm just on here to do go through the junk journals. Try and move my camera over a little bit because for some reason, yeah, there we go. Right, that's better. So please just do ask any questions if you have any. So what we did was we created two signatures. So signatures are basically sections of folded papers. So can you see that there's two sections and then they've been sewn in. Now, since the first time I did the class, I actually invested in a crocodile. So I put eyelets into mine, but you don't have to do that. So in here, now you won't have seen these guys who were here with me on Saturday. This is an additional piece that I popped in. And as I'm going along, I'm learning different pockets and things that I'm going to try and do a compilation video of all the different types of pockets that you can do using a 6x6 piece of paper. That's what I've decided, because I've realised you can get loads out of a 6x6. So the inside, I love to decorate the insides with a contrasting pattern to whatever the outside is. So this has got some nice little tags using that stamped paper that I created the other day. And then as I was tidying up, I found these slithers of leftover paper and decided just to decorate another plain tag with that and stick that in too. So in here we've got stamped paper, we've got designer series paper, and then we've got high quality copy paper that was recommended to me by Janice. And it's lovely. It's very, very smooth. It's great to stamp on. Ooh, and it's great to collect little glue goobers. Gonna have to get rid of that, aren't I? Where's my little magic eraser gone? Oh well, somewhere on my desk. Not sure where it's gone. I love putting doilies and sort of very filigree elements. Love doing that. And what I also like doing is juxtaposing, you know, some colours against pattern so that you can really see the detail of that doily. And here I've created a little wee pocket. So I did that very simply by the other side to this panel is here, as you can see, but that's loose. But here I decided just to put some glue on these edges to create a pocket. And that houses a couple more labels there. Then there's more paper. So we're coming to the middle of that signature. And this was, do you remember I played with doing that kind of like watercolour effect a few weeks ago with the embossing folder? That was from that. And then there we go. That's just a repeat of the first section. Then onto the second signature. We've got a little bit of the rectangle, the fancy, what they call the ornate rectangles, I think. And then I discovered this paper. Who remembers this paper from last year? It just went with the whole colour scheme. So I decided to use that in there. Now this doily, it was white on one side and cream on the other, but I decided to try and make it a little bit more like Fresh Freesia. So I dipped it in the Fresh Freesia ink to give it a bit of extra colour. And then this is a stamped one sheet wonder from over a year ago. Who remembers when we had that musical notes stamp set? I still miss it actually. It's a great stamp set. And then I also like using little scraps of rectangles and folding them in half and using them to create little almost like thumbers. I don't know what the word is. What do you call those things to flick the page? And there we have it. So that's the end of that. And then I created this little pocket, and inside here we have, oh dear, if I can get it out, I have to pop a little bit more glue on there. Just a little wee folded up piece of designer series paper so that you can add another picture or note or whatever. Okay, so this one's got just some lovely black lace to finish it off. Right, moving on to this one, which is kind of similar, but it's got some different sort of elements to it. This one has got a pocket at the front. And what have we got in here? This is just a piece of stamped, sorry about that, moving that. There's some stamped shimmer white cardstock with a wee butterfly on there. More thumbers. Is there one page tabs? Thank you. Oh, that's it. Hi, Samantha. So yeah, more of that lovely paper. So these two were kind of made consecutively, not consecutively, is that the right word? Yeah, they're sort of partially made together and then one after the other because I gathered things. Right, now this edge is not Stampin' Up. This is an old Martha Stewart punch, which was very popular about 10 or so years ago, or more than that even. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to use it for this because it's just so pretty. And I love seeing the other colour coming through behind it. And more tabs. Oh, and then I discovered making mini books, like a little mini notebook within the journal. So this is a cute little mini notebook that I've just tied together with some string, and you could easily just poke holes and just tie it differently, but this is just a cute little mini notebook, and then I've just decorated it with a bit of ribbon and then created this little panel of designer series paper that's loose underneath, and then you can just pop in your notebook. Oops, trying to get that at the right angle so it will go in. There we go. So that's just like a little, oh, don't catch that there, little mini notebook within the journal. How cute is that? I love that. And then we've got more papers, more papers, more papers. Then coming to the second one. That's just more. There's not really anything new here to show you. Apart from, I found again another strip of this on my desk as I was tidying up, so decided to pop that strip in various places. So it's a great way to use up scraps just to decorate. This one doesn't have an envelope at the back because it's got it at the front. Right, that was number 2. Then number 3 is this one here. And because the pattern paper was so detailed, I didn't feel like I wanted to cover it with anything too much. So I just popped these little rectangles, and then later on decided to pop these little paper flowers with this is a very old little brad in there. They're not even the same colour, but never mind. And this one I decided to keep the string here and just tie a bow, and then added an additional bit of red ribbon because I use the red ribbon on the inside as well. Now I'm not sure which way up this goes actually. I think it must be this way because I tie the ribbon at the front. Right, so this one has got another little envelope on the inside, and again popped a little tag in there. Now I'm not completely happy with the colour scheme of these. This was just a stamped one sheet wonder that I'd done quite a while ago, and it was the closest thing I could find to the colour scheme that I've kind of got in this one. But if it was my choice, I probably would go for a slightly different colour scheme because I don't feel it really fits with the rest of the journal. But anyway, I've used it throughout to try and pull it all together. So these papers were stamped. I like to stamp all the plain pieces of white paper before I put them in, and pretty much the same way. So I choose one stamp to be a bit of a background, and then one to be a focal, like a bit more of a graphic design. So that's stamped throughout, and then again more doilies, more of that lovely edging punch. That was hard to punch actually. I've realised that that Martha Stewart punch doesn't really like hard. And then just a little mini to go in my little envelope. Now these envelopes are from Stampin' Up, and after I stuck this bit on, Janice was in the Zoom, and we were going, and she said, oh, I think she stuck the pretty paper on the other side, and she stuck it the other way around. So I'm going to do that next time, I think, because I like that idea. So what happens is you stick that down into your journal, cover that with pretty paper, and then you just tuck your piece into there like that instead of doing it this way round. So I thought that was a really helpful wee tip, in fact, from Miss Janice. Hi, Misty. You like the thumbers, do you? Thank you. You want to make a little mini? Oh man, what is going on with my camera? I had it fine earlier and now it's decided to play up. Thank you, Vicky. Lovely to see you. Okay, look, more thumbers. Look, like my thumbers. That's another little pocket. Oh, and then the red doilies from last year. They were in the sale and I couldn't resist them, and I just thought, oh, that red looks so lovely in there. So really cute. Oh, and there's another little doily in there. Couldn't resist it. This is retired from a while back. It's a great way to use retired product, I have to say. Then another darling little booklet, because I found this small piece of stamped one sheet wonder I did a way back, and this now it's back on a playlist somewhere. It's where I clear embossed the pretty perennial flowers, and this is pineapple punch paper behind this, with a little bit of pink, I think, sponged on, and basically it doesn't look like pineapple punch by the end of it, does it? But anyway, this was a tiny little piece that I had left over, and I even had to cut a little section off that, and I just stuck it on the inside like so, and created another little mini notebook. How cute is that? And this time I did actually punch the holes and tie it in, and tied it with some twine there. So this is just so cute, and that just again pops in there like so, and it's just held like that. And there we get to the end, and this one I decided to put 2 pockets in because I made 2 pockets, so there we go, in they went. Right, you love the hiding pockets. Oh yes, for sure, Vicky. Yeah, please do join the Zoom. So yeah, so I deliberately start it quite, for me, like on a Saturday morning to catch you guys in Australia. So the other option is that I do it, maybe do a Friday night to catch you guys in your morning, then maybe do a morning one and then skip the afternoon and then just do an evening one. I could let the Zoom just carry on and then just do another evening session. Yeah, actually that's an idea. I might do that next time. So this one I made very late on the Saturday night, because Esther came on and then was like, she wanted to know how to do things, and it was quite late. So I ended up just showing her a few bits. And then I grabbed out this old paper, I think it was called Magnolia Lane or something. So, and also a piece of stamped one sheet wonder. So this was actually stamped with, because I made another little, did I make another little notebook here? Yeah, here it is. So if I just show you, you'll remember this one. That was on there, and I remember making some cards with this. So I think I stamped a whole sheet, and then I had the nest. I had 3 nests with the birds in. So I had a piece of this left over, and I just thought that little bird on there just would make an adorable little notebook. So that's why that got cut off. And then I had this piece left, so I thought, okay, that can go on the front. And what I did was I just went round it in Mossy Meadow and then mounted it onto the soft seafoam cardstock, like so. Right, now this is what I'm dying to show you guys next time, is how to do like a 3D pocket. Can you see? Look, I've folded it there and there, and then it's folded at the bottom as well. A 3D sort of pocket either side, so that you can stick that on the inside of your album. And then I also did a little thumb bit there, and then made this like mini fold out section, so if people want to put photographs or whatever in there, they can do. So that's that. Oh dear, my throat is getting a bit croaky. Excuse me, let me just have a drink of water. Oh, we missed you too, Nessa. Right, so then we've got this pretty paper. Now this was a bit of stamped paper that I did a while back as well. I thought I'd use it because it kind of went with the theme. And this is my stamped paper. And some more of that lovely punch. And then this has got nice pretty doilies in it. Now, the doilies aren't really functional. Let me just say that. They're just decorative and pretty because I like them. So more paper, more paper, more paper. And there. So that's my little section to pop my little mini notebook in. So that goes in there. That goes over, and then there's not really much else exciting to show you about this one. No. Now, my regret is that for some reason I think this catches on here. That's not so bad now, but for some reason I've got a couple of little dents in that. I don't know why. I don't know if it is because that might keep catching, but anyway. So that's my little pocket at the side again, and that just opens up like so. And then on the back, I just used up the top bit from, I think it was the bit that came off this section here. So it had a tiny little bit of stamping still left on it. So I just stamped these extra designs just to use up that piece of cardstock. And as I said, it really is, you use up all the tiny bits and pieces that are on your desk because they can all go in. Right. Thank you, Glenna. Yeah, and that was done with a 6x6. So what I've got is I've got a post-it note that says 6x6 junk journal, and I'm going to try and get at least 5 different pockets that you can do with a 6x6, and then I'll do one video showing you how to do that. So there we go, guys. That's what I got up to on Saturday. So I'm quite pleased that not only did you guys have fun and get to make journals, but I did too. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. Somebody has suggested that I try and sell them, but I'm not quite sure what if I was to do that, how I would do that. I do have a very redundant Etsy shop which I could reopen, or just put them on eBay or Facebook or whatever. But I'm afraid that the price that I would be asking is probably a little bit more than what crafters would pay, because crafters can look at stuff and go, I can make that myself, why do I need to pay for that? But then I'm quite happy to give these as gifts for some of my friends at Christmas and things, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them at the moment. I could send you one for Christmas, auction them for Potter's House. I could do, actually. Yeah, I could do. Yeah, and I've got these ones as well. These are, oh, did I show you these ones that I made for the last? I don't think I did show you guys this one. So these were the ones that I did at the last Zoom. So I don't know. Please tell me if I have shown you these, because if I have, then I won't bore you. This one's got little tags in it, and look, oh, I love the embossed tag. Yeah, that's it, Anne. No, you never do get the money you want, but or you just got to be brave and ask for the money that you want. That's the other thing. I think some crafters don't feel like they can ask. It's got a nice piece of embossing on that one. That one's got a little wee pocket. That hasn't got anything in it. Oh, this one's got a lovely bit of lace on this one. Lace paper. This one's got 2 little tags. There we go. Oh, yeah. Love this too. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that little pocket. There we have it. Right, I'm going to leave that there, I think, unless I have got one more. There was this one. Did I show you this one? I don't know, I may as well just go through them all, and then I know that I've shown you them. Just trying to find my way in. Yes, the peaches are gorgeous. That peachy paper is really fun. So this one's a bit of a random cover. This has got a mixture of kind of like oranges and yellows and all sorts of things in here. That was just using up some embossed card. I made that ballerina card, 4 sides of it sold. Oh, that's good. 4 sides. What do you mean 4 sides? Oh, does she? Oh, that's good, Vicky. Yeah, I was thinking, because they take about 4 hours to make each one, I would say. I mean, I know I was kind of chatting a little bit in between, but they do take quite a while. And that's not including the because I've used Stamp One Sheet Wonders that I've already created. I've not factored in even the time for stamping these. So I was thinking around the £25–30 mark. So that's about $60, isn't it, in Australian dollars? So this got little tags, and then these are double backed actually. That's got backing on all these. So these are really thick. Oh, these have got tags stuck in them. Oh wow, Heidi, that's a lot of work. Oh, it's got a wee tag. So some of these stamped One Sheet Wonders that I used, they had a little bit of marking on the back, so I just put more colour on it. And tags. I suppose the other option is you say to people, well, you're more than welcome to try and make it yourself, because if you were to try and gather all these materials, it will cost you more than £30. Let's just send that one. Little piece in there. I think what I really love about these is the interactivity, you know, of some of the pages, and, you know, little hiding spots and things. That's what's really fun about them. Oh, it was actually faster than this journal I'm making. Well, I'm sure, yeah, the journaling. Yeah, because I found that I just end up like fiddling and going, oh, just stick that bit of paper there and stick that there and do that there and just add that bit there and just keep adding and adding and adding. Oops, that's coming up. But anyway, they're really fun. They're a labour of love, and they make a great gift. And somebody who was came on the Junk Journal event on the Saturday morning, they then went and gave it to a friend that afternoon, and so yeah, we found out that she really loved it. She really liked it, so that's good. But yeah, they make delightful gifts. So there we have it. Right, there we go. That's 5 of them. Now the other one I've sent to my sister in Zambia, so that's on her way there. Yes, Lorraine, Janice did that. Did you see that on Janice's? Yes, you were there when she showed that. Yeah, I'm picking up loads of tips along the way, just even by hanging out with you guys and seeing what you play with. So yeah, lots more learning to do. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming back and seeing this, watching this. Please let me know if there's anything that you'd like to learn or do more of. I'm also happy to try and do another one on an actual live at some point. Maybe I'll try and get some of the stuff a bit more prepared so it doesn't take 3 or 4 hours. I'll pre-prepare, and yeah, check out Scrapbooking with me on YouTube. There we go. There's loads of inspiration out there, loads and loads. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to go. I'm really yawning, and I've got to go to bed. So lots of love to you all. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Take care for now. Bye. Please give me a thumbs up on the way out.